Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chase. It's the Sherpa. It's the stock maven, the YouTube portfolio manager, the market demolisher. We're here with you on a Sunday, as always, for my Substack subscribers. I'm making this one for free for everybody and on time. This will be the last one. This is for the Reddit. This is for my loyal bulls on my YouTube channel. I want to give you these trades. If these trades make you money, if you like what you see here, this is what you get on the Substack. That's enough self promo. Just straight to it, guys. I'm going sans caffeine today. We've got some football on in the background. I got the under on the Rams game, and I'm ready to just demolish the market again. Thank you for all the shout outs on social media. Please share this and like this. It means more to you than you could ever know. It takes you nothing. Just click that button, send it with a friend or fam. Share it on IG if you can. That's been working out really well. And the more we get, the more I make you, the more wealth we build, the less we have to work for assholes that we don't like, right? All right, guys. So it's Sunday again, the 7th. This is going to be for the trading week of the 8th of November, and we're going to get to it. What do? We go to everbullish.com. Everbullish.com is my website, everbullish.com. Chase at Everbullish here with you. We go to investing articles. These normally come out on Tuesdays now, and my Substack gets them today or on time on Sunday. Follow these trades. Watch what happens. We're doing some really big things over here. Newsletter investing is the future. Welcome, bulls. I got some hot action for you guys to keep up the crushing. I also have a little content that's a little bit different than my normal stuff, appealing to my old man dividend buyers. I have this philosophy. Everybody else has been talking about this. It's kind of been sitting in the ether of the stock market for the last couple of years. When is the rotation of value going to happen? I don't know. Neither does anybody else. Rule number 3, ever bullish, never listen to anybody else, right? But what I do know is that I found an ETF that I really like for anybody that wants to start the rotation of value. For my older guys at the country club, you know what's going on here. You're in Houston, you're in Texas. A lot of you guys are around the country, but you know that stocks like KMI, stocks like Enterprise Partners. There's a lot of these stocks out there that have a K1. It's a pain in the ass, but they give you great yield. And we think that oil is going to go up, right? Well, UMI, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. And then we're going to go into my sector swing trades that have been absolutely murdering the market. So what's going on right now? This is the Wall Street Journal. Just take a look to see where the dumb money is. We've got some information on Facebook. We have a little bit about the COVID pill. I don't know if y'all saw, but on Friday, Pfizer was up almost 11% intraday highs because the COVID pill is supposedly coming out as effective. Who knows anymore? And then the big news is that the House did pass over the weekend after this was printed, the infrastructure bill for $1.3 trillion. So we know that that's coming. Guess what's going to be in my professional portfolios that you can buy on my website, $100, set it and forget it. Crush the market. We're up 63% this year. And I told you I was going to do it. And I told you how to do it. So go buy one. So yeah, that's what we have going on here, right? We got a portfolio that we're building for next year. We've got the market that's really just melting upwards. And I did not steal that from here. That's a common phrase that we talk about in the industry. But yeah, the stock market is melting upwards right now. Inflation, we keep talking about being a terrible thing. We keep talking about it being here. It's here in everything that you buy. It's not here on yields yet. So I'm not too scared of it. Just a thought here. What does a barrel of oil cost right now? It's at 81 right now. If the dollar loses its purchasing power and the price of a barrel of oil stays the same, what happens? It takes more dollars to buy the same barrel of oil. That's why you invest in oil and oil stocks when the market is going up. We have a little bit about the infrastructure bill again over here. This is from Yahoo, I believe. No, this is from Market Watch. We've got Elon doing great things because that's what Elon does. And we've got the market. So I'm about to give you my game plan. You can follow these trades. You can make all the money that I'm going to be making. But check out where I'm positioned, man. This was a scary one. So I tweeted out on my Substack. I shouldn't call it tweeting. I shared on my Substack a purchase into Devon. I also shared to you guys my ERX. I showed you my DWAC that I got whipsawed on. Who knows what's going to happen on that Trump SPAC, but I figure hold it while we got it. And then Edit. Edit's reporting earnings on Monday. I have a game plan for all you guys holding Edit too. And remember, this is all about seeing where the opportunity is going and leveraging it, because here we live, laugh, leverage, right? I was up 38% in the last month on my options trades. That's in this very account, and that's including bad, horrible, god-awful timing on the DWAC-W, which is the warrants. I got whipsawed like an absolute idiot. But I still made that cash with the 38% reports, not even reports, 38% returns rather, or results in the last month. So if you had 100G and you followed me, you'd be up $38,000 for 20 bucks a month. Think about that. For my long-term holders, consider throwing some cash at industrials. This is a repost alert. I want to be adding some boring ass industrials, especially on the heels and the news of this infrastructure bill that's coming out. We're going to be building pipelines. We're going to be rebuilding roadways. We're going to be rebuilding the infrastructure of the economy. We are allocating $100 billion out of 1.2 trillion to the clean revolution, clean energy stocks. So you know you're going to see some QS on there. You know you're going to see some of the battery technology stocks. You might even see some weed stocks getting some money through the infrastructure bill, but we're just going to follow it. Remember, we got to let it be an easy trade. That's rule number 4 at Ever Bullish. So I'm bullish on some of these guys. This was a repost. You can see the date on there. I know Cat took a dump right after I told you to buy it, but it's Caterpillar, guys. I don't like trading industrials, and I've told you that a million times. The reason I don't is they're boring, but what do boring stocks do over time? They still make money. They're better than holding cash. And if you don't have Cat, go ahead and buy it if you are an LTH or long-term holder. So here's my idea for the dividend conscious. My hypothesis are that I alluded to earlier, that as rates slowly rise, portfolio managers are going to be reallocating. The big thing for PMs right now, these guys, all they're trying to do, remember, portfolio managers are kind of bullshit because all they need to do is beat the market by a certain percentage, and then they get their fat bonuses and they pay for their 3rd and 4th and 5th wives and all their kids to go to the private schools up there in New England. They spend some time on their yacht and they put it in overdrive. But what they can't do is they cannot afford to miss the revolution or the evolution from growth stocks, which have outperformed value stocks more than ever in history. I could find a slide. You can find a slide all over the internet to prove that, but just that's what it is. So we like the rotation of value, dividend payers, right? We like rotation of mid caps because mid caps beat small caps in expansionary periods, especially in inflationary expansionary periods. Mid caps are less allocated towards, or they're less exposed to the problems that go on with currency risk and currency exchanges, right? If you got a company in Texas that builds nothing but things in Texas, you're not really worried about what's going on with the yuan or the Thai baht or the won in Korea. You're not worried about the rubles in Russia. You're not worried about any of these things, right? So the idea is that we got 1, we like the rotation of value. We like 2, the rotation to specific high yielding stocks. We like allocation, particularly even more to the mid cap stocks. And then, I love oil stocks. And what I mentioned earlier, rather, is that oil ain't going to stop running for a long time. So you get a double bonus, a triple bonus, a quadruple bonus. It's better than a damn coin flip. This is a small fund. It's an ETF. It's actually an ETP. It's not out getting publicized very much. And that's why I like it, because it can still remain nimble. It is actively managed. It's UMI. They're going to have an aggregated K1 for all those dividend fearful folks out there. And you don't have to worry about UBTI, unrelated business taxable income. Buy this in an IRA and you're partying. Buy this inside of a taxable account. You're still getting the yield enough to pay your taxes and beating your cash account. You're welcome, guys. I can hear the scream from the country club as we speak. A lot of Michelob Ultras getting crushed on that one right now. All right. What else is going on? We've got crypto, baby. The crypto Sherpa says it's the easiest and most obvious trade. I've told you guys about Ethereum. I've told you guys about Bitcoin. I watched it over the weekend. We didn't do very well over last week. About Tuesday, the Mara trade and the Riot trade fell off. And on Friday, one of my bulls out there sent me a tweet that showed he's up 120% in the option trade that I recommended in Mara the week before. That's after the sell-off. I told him to clip it and hope it goes down. We're going to buy it again if we have to in the future. We know we can make money there. So the straight crypto moves, I'm still bullish AF on crypto. We've got the long-term holds. We've got the buy and hold, swing, dip trades, and LTHers all the way. Bitcoin is bouncing back up. It got down to 60,000 rather Thursday, Friday. Over the weekend, it does what Bitcoin does. It does what crypto does. Ethereum's at all-time highs. I love Ethereum. If you don't want to listen to me at all, how many times do I have to say it? Just buy ETHE and hold it forever. You're going to beat the market. You're going to beat your buddies. You're going to be the man. So with that in mind, I have the Coinbase, COIN. It's still a double buy. XPDI, this is going to be the best stocks in one of my portfolios that I'm going to sell next year. I'm actually going to probably put it in all 3, but XPDI, it's a SPAC right now. It's basically the best managed infrastructure-based crypto platform utility that there is. The guy that's running it's super sharp. I heard him on a podcast a while back. I did more research on him, and I'm going to leave it at that because if you don't follow this, that's your own damn fault. I don't need to sell it to you any more than I already have. Riot and Mara are about to pop again. If I can get it on a down day on Monday or Tuesday, you best believe I'm going to put a fat option on this thing. Definitely a 5-figure option trade, maybe 2 or 3. And then again, shout out to my bull out there. You know who you are. You made 121% on this, and you screenshotted it to me. Screenshot me your profits. You're going to get a shout out, guys. Remember, these type of shares are going to be kind of like the fee that I would otherwise charge to be managing people's assets. And then finally, if you have a digital wallet, you may want to even get one for this. I can't find a good way to trade Solana. I haven't found any good proxies for it or not, but I'm going to put a straight up double buy on Solana too. Solana has been moving non-correlated to the rest of the crypto market and then up on up days as well. If you're up on bad tape and up on good tape, that's a stock that I want to buy. And in this case, it's not a stock. It's not even a security, but it is a crypto. So if you have a crypto wallet, put $1,000 in there. Go ahead and buy Solana and then thank me later. Use that gain to pay for my Substack, $20 a month, and you'll be a winner. I also like Bitto. Bitto, again, remember, power shares, all the guys with the JCPenney suits at Merrill Lynch, all the guys at Charles Schwab with the Rockports on, and then all the guys at Fidelity with the Breitling watches. You guys are going to be moving on this Bitto, and you're going to be forced to sell this to clients soon. I'm telling them to buy it because I think it's right for them, and we're going to get your flows. So come at me on that one. Hypothesis this week, straight up, do or die for Edit. I've touted Edit as my best trade probably this year, one of my most convicted trades of the year. I have made a little bit of money on it and rebought a couple times, but Edit is reporting earnings, and it's going to make a big announcement on its call on Monday. So if it's down on Monday, I have a plan to get out on Tuesday after the market, no matter what happens. If it's up big and then the earnings come out, I'm just going to ride with it. And if it's down substantially midday, I might even buy some more. We're going to go short on those options. It'd probably be like a November 19 or something like that. But we have a plan, and that's the point. Your advisor doesn't. He doesn't even tell you about this, and he charges you 1% on $1 million. That's $10,000. I charge you $20 a month. Come on, get at me. Go buy one of my portfolios. ERX, major love on ERX. I just don't see why no one's following this trade. ERX is obviously the XOP or the XLE, the sector fund that tracks the oil and gas sector. We have rising prices in oil and gas. We also have natural gas going through the roof. All these guys are, remember that they're all spread out between all of the different types of consumable petroleums out there. And then majorly, all of these companies are smashing the shit out of earnings. So they're beating earnings. The commodity price is as high as it was 8 years ago, and they're nowhere near their tops. So this is an easy trade. If you're not following, you're an idiot. SOXL, I'm still bullish on SOXL. I'm probably going to take some profits on my long-term holds. I don't have those in any of my trading accounts. I just have that in a long-term hold portfolio. But SOXL, it feels like we kind of shook off the interest rate discussion. We're shaking off the supply and demand issues that are going on with the supply chain being broken. And all they're doing is raising prices on things. So I don't see why not. And then y'all know LabU is my baby. I'm going to name my kid LabU one day. This is the ETF that manages or directly implicates you 3 times on the biotech sector, which is nowhere near what the rest of the market is trading at. We've been dip trading it all year with 0 losses, guys. All year. Come on, get at me. It's at 60. I'm praying to God it drops down to 55. I don't think it will. I'll make a position in that. I normally trade that at 9:40 East Central Time, 10:40 Eastern Time. If you guys want to trail on that one, you can pick up a 3% with an option that makes it about a 15 or 20%. You can do it in the middle of the day, be in and out in an hour. And then PLTR, this is kind of a meme stock. This is kind of a high energy, kind of dumb money stock, but I'm adding it. Palantir also reports earnings this week. I don't even care about what the earnings say. I've been doing a lot of research on Palantir, and just simply, sometimes when you see on the chart what it looks like and what it's going to do, and you see the implication, especially with the infrastructure bill, with the money kind of going elsewhere and into it, Palantir is looking great. I think this might be the next Tesla 2.0. And this one you don't have to miss. So I like Palantir. Stick with me on that one. Check out this earnings calendar. This is unbelievable. I could care less about Clover and AMC. I'll let the other idiots deal with that. But we do have Editas. Next day we got Palantir, Neo, Coinbase, UWM. Thank God I got out of that piece of shit, right? We have Root. We have Affirm, one of my big winners of the year, over 100% since I recommended it in 3 months, and I got you out of it too. We also have Luminar. We have Yeti. my favorite retail stock besides Lululemon, and then we have a couple other major players on the roster there. So we have Edit on Monday, Neo on Tuesday. Yeti's going to murder lies as usual, and then we have Luminaire. So check out this chart. I'm bringing this up because this shows how technical analysis matters. I made this call a couple of weeks ago. And so just a couple of weeks ago, LabU was at 50. I circled this down gap followed by a strong low open, low-ish open, not lower than lower open. But then we have the raise back to the bottom of the up gap right here, or the down gap right here. So when we see it establish a base higher than the sell-off, we got an up gap, and then 1, 2, 3 days, and then 4, 5 days. If you look here, I circled the other one. I tweeted this out on my Instagram, or I Instagrammed this out on my Instagram. I sent it out on Twitter. Follow me at Everbullish on Twitter. But we caught this exact same thing. I reaped the rewards, and I know a lot of you guys did as well. And I also made a video about how to do this. So check that out. The bullish crossover that we see coming in the MACD that's not on this chart right now is that when you see this right here, MACD was still negative. And we had higher volume too. So you notice the massive volume on the sell-off. Then we have kind of the retrace. So recognize this chart, understand how to trade it, and understand that I'm trading that for you. So you don't have to learn this shit. Go buy one of my portfolios, subscribe to my Substack. And then finally, we're looking here. We got, it's actually jumped up since then. But last week rather, on Thursday, oil sold off big time. It went from 80 to 82. I told you to buy ERX. I was probably an hour early on that trade, and it cost me probably about 30%. I ended up holding overnight on Thursday after the sell-off. It sold down to 68. And then Friday, it came back up to 80, and now it's at 81. Actually, while I'm making this, it's actually gone up to 82. So I expect this is crude oil. So this is what we call West Texas crude. This is Brent crude, if you're not aware. But if this goes up, we're going to be sitting on some serious cash, particularly in these options that I had that I showed you about, that DVN, wherever we are. So I'm trying to do a teach back here. Yeah, so this DVN and this ERX are going to pop. And then remember, I'm already pretty deep into edit too. So what other trader, professional asset manager, portfolio manager, an absolute dog of the market is showing you this type of shit? So come to the top of the mountain with me. Remember, I'm doing the work for you so you don't have to. And I know that this is entertaining fun too. LAC's at 30. This is at 20. This is when I recommended it a couple of weeks ago. I'm telling you guys, I think that this is going to go to the this is going to go ham, as they say. It's going to go hard as a mother, you know what. And LAC is Lithium America Corporation. I'm tired of pounding it into your head. Just buy it. Look what happened here with this sell-off too. That's when we told you to get on it. And then remember that the MACD was below. And then we also had it bouncing around the 50, which is kind of getting to that 30 buy. Palantir, go buy it. I already told you about that. And then remember that I do sell portfolios on my website. They are market-beating portfolios. I've yet to have a single customer in the entire year make a single complaint about a single thing that I've done in these portfolios. And next year is going to be better. I have a goal in mind of how many of these I want to get you guys in, and I want to blow that number through the roof. They're $100. It's a list of the stocks I like. I made 0 trades in the Everbullish dividend portfolio, 0 in the Everbullish balance. We made 3 trades in the Everbullish one portfolio. If you want to go back and watch the videos to see how I did it, you can do it, or you can go buy the next one. And we're going to do it again this year. And remember, I'm going to put LAC in there. I might even put UMI in there. And I've got a whole bunch of other stocks that I'm twiddling down to the 20 that we're going to buy to break out of the market. So help a brother out. More importantly, help yourself out, dude. I'm making you guys sit cash and teaching you basically invaluable information. And I know what it's worth. So this is going to be the last one that I post on time, if you will. The rest of these are going to go up on Tuesday, but I felt generous and I wanted to share the wealth, especially to all the OGs that stuck with me. And then, hey, Reddit, what's up? I know y'all don't love me because I've been posting a lot on there, but I'm not sorry for making you guys all rich. Finally, what happens when you stick to the end? You get the Palantir option trade. This is a deep one. This is probably the deepest one that I've touted all year. This is a February 18, 2022. And I like it outside the money because we're going out on it. If we see Palantir anywhere below the 26 that it's at, let's say it gets to 24 at any point in the next couple of weeks, I want you to buy this 27. It'll probably cost $1. You can buy a ton of them and just sit on them. You're welcome. Going out to February, again, this is the February 27 strike price, and this is the $2.60. So that was the fastest 5 minutes. There weren't 5 minutes. All in all of the internet and all of the market, and most importantly on Substack. I love every single one of you guys. I appreciate all that y'all do for me. And I appreciate you guys following and help me prove the skills that I got. I believe that this is my gift, and I want to uplift the consciousness of the trading community. So let's get on it. AFG, LFG, LGR, Substack, thesherpa.substack.com, Ever Bullish free newsletter, and where you buy the portfolios. It's fucking awesome.